This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so in last class we were talking about the search help. Search help is of two types. We have seen that one was the elementary search help, and another we are having the collective search help. So when we are having two or more than two search help, there with the help of those two or more than two search help, we are going to create the collective search help. I will show you quickly how we can create the collective search help. Okay. We have also seen like how we can create the elementary search help and how we can assign to the table level, right? That part we have seen. Let's go to the system once again, and there I will try to. So let me log in over here. Okay, so I log into the system. Let me log it to here. Go to SC11 /n SC11. So here we are creating with the help of this particular radio button selecting, we have created a starter. Okay, so what's the name of search help? We have given ZMB24 star. Okay, it's not here. I think, I don't know. It was deleted maybe, or this is the table we have used to create the search help, right? JMB24 employee. On this table, we have applied the search help, right? No foreign key. Okay, this is for the checkable relationship. Here we are having for the search help. So it's there, JADE custom search help. Okay, the naming convention we have just used differently. So this is JADE custom SH. This is the elementary search help we have created yesterday, right? I'm going to create one more search help. Before going ahead, what I will tell over here, that suppose if you have some search help, okay, if you have some search help, this is your search help. This search help I have applied at the database level, uh, at the table level actually, not the database. Not, we cannot tell at the database, at the table level in the data dictionary, right? So what I mean to say that if we go to this table which we have created over here, if put the cursor over here and click on this search, at this table level, at the field of the table level I have applied. Okay, the same if you don't want to do it over here. Okay, if you don't want to do, if you don't want to apply over here, what you can do, that you can remove it from here. Okay, so now it has been removed, it was deleted, and now if you will see that it will not come. Now if you see, it will not come. Just go to the table content, you can see now there is no search help is coming. Okay, when the search help was applied over here, the search help was coming nicely, right? Like this here. Okay, here also not coming. Okay, no problem, I have not applied search help over there, that's why nothing is coming over here. Earlier here at this employee ID it was coming. Another way how you can apply the same search help at the data element level also we can apply this. I have applied at the field level, right? At the data element level also we can apply it, and this data element, wherever it will be used, this particular data element, at every places that search help will take place, will come into the effect. Okay, so here go into the change mode, and here for the search help we can give that particular name. So this is the name of the search help which we have created. Okay, here associate the parameter employee ID. I'm just going to associate because for the employee ID I'm going to create this, right? So here also you can associate, you can connect with the search help. Okay, now just go back and activate over here, and now go to the content, and you will be able to see that search help is coming over here, right, in the same way as it was coming earlier. Okay, so employee id 2 is coming over here. So this is how also you can apply the search help. Now let's go and check the collective search help, how we can create the collective search help. Okay, so this is the search help one we are having. We require at least two search help to create the collective search help. So this is search help one, Z custom search help, and another search help two I'm going to create. Click on this create button, select first this one, click on this create, and one more elementary search help. Let's go and create for the same table. uh, Second elementary search help. Okay, the selection method we will give in this employee, and the text table, there is no text table, so nothing is coming over here. Okay, and here we are having the multiple option, dialog type, hotkey, right, proposal search for input key, this search help exit. Okay, this all will be covered later. This all is not required for the basic ABAP. Okay, this much knowledge is going to be sufficient at this point of time. So here what I want to do, that I want to create the search help for maybe the last name. Okay, I want to create the search help for the last name. So I have chosen this one, import export, just select. Here only one is there, so one I'm going to give, and this is fine, the default value, and it's okay. So one more search help we have created, activate this one. So this search help I have created for the last name. Okay, so two search help is now we are having. Now I want to, I will just show you how it look like. Press F4 over here, and you can see that the last name is coming as a search help, Kumar, Parik, and Sharma. Okay, so here it is coming like this. So this is also in the same way you can assign for whatever field you want to do the assignment, you can do over there as we have done earlier. Okay, now we are having two search help, one which I have created earlier, this one Z custom search help, and second one is Z custom sh2. If you want, you can create a collective search help using these two search help. So the system will give you two tab, and there with the two means you will be having two option to select the data. Okay, you will be having two option to select the data. Okay, now come over here, this search help I'm going to create the one more collective search help, ZCL, and uh, Z custom collective search help, COLSH. I'm just going to give the name like this. Click on this create button, collective search help, second select the second radio button, click on this OK. A search help exit is here not required, and give the test, or we can give the collective search help. Okay, and here go to the included search help. Here you can go to the included search help. Now here we are having two search help which we have created already. copy this one and paste it over here. Okay, so both the elementary search help I will use it over here, which I have created already. Now what I will do that using these two elementary search help, I will populate the data whatever the field I'm going to assign it over here. Okay, so I'm going to use the employee ID, then I'm going to use maybe we can take the first name. So let me go and check what is the name in the table. SC11, this is the table we are having, the employee ID, employee first name, employee last name. Okay, so employee last name I will take, employee last name I will take, control V, and now the data element I'm going to leave at this point of type blank. Okay, and let us go here included search help and click on this assignment button. Select this one, the first one, and click on this assignment. What actually I want to do, I want to do the mapping. Whatever the field we have defined over here, for this field I want to do the mapping, means how this data should be populated. So I want the data should be populated for this employee ID using this elementary search help j custom sh. Okay, so I click select this one, click on this assignment, and it's telling that do you want to the search help has an undefined parameter assignment, do you want to system to propose? Yes, I want system to propose, and here for this employee ID I'm just going to give employee uh, reference parameter. It will give you the F4, and here select this employee underscore ID and click on this copy button. Okay, the second one I didn't assign, only the employee ID I'm interested in, so I have chosen the employee underscore ID. Okay, the second, this custom search help, for this also I'm going to use this elementary search help. Also I want to connect with this the second last name parameter. Okay, so select the second one, second elementary search help, click on this assignment button, click on this yes, and here we are having the employee last name. I'm going to here assign the employee last name with employee last name. So for custom search for a custom search help tool, this is the elementary search help. It is having, I have taken only one last name field, so it is showing last name field. I'm going to map this field with this is not now required. Okay, this one is not required because for this custom search help to only one parameter is there. So first one you can leave it blank, click on this copy button, now save it. Okay, local object, and activate this one. So now your collective search help is created. Some error is there, let us see what is the error it is telling. It's telling that search help custom was not activated. Okay, search help parameter ID was not. Okay, it's telling that I have not defined any data element. Let's go and define the data element. Okay, so for employee underscore ID uh, we'll go and check what's the data element I'm using. I will copy this one and I'll give the data element this one, and for the employee underscore L underscore name I will choose this data element. Okay, so the data element now I have given, click on the save button, check the syntax now, and now some warning is there. We can ignore this warning, no problem. Activate this one, and it is now activated. Okay, now this collective search help is activated. It is now activated status. If you want to test it here, you can test, press F8, but here you can see that nothing is coming. Why nothing is coming? Any guess why nothing is coming? Any one of you, can you guess what is the problem? Why nothing is coming over here? What can be the reason? Here no parameter. Why nothing is coming? The reason behind, I have not selected any import or export parameter. So select import parameter and export parameter so that we can supply the data and we can get back the data. Okay, so press F8 and now you can see that now it's coming. Okay. Press F4 here, and you can see that two tab is coming, elementary search help 1 and second elementary search help. Two search help I have defined, elementary search help and second elementary search help, right? So this is the two parameter we have defined, and both the parameter is working fine. Okay, if we're going to select from John, the data is, this employee ID is getting selected from that of the John employee ID into this employee ID, and the last name, if we're going to populate here, last name you are supposed to select from here, right? Select this Parik, and the Parik is selected. So this is how you can create the collective search help. However, this is not going to be very much helpful for you. Now directly we'll be going towards the report. Okay, fine. Come over here, /n uh, SE11 we are already here. In the same way, you can again assign. Okay, for example, if you want to assign that collective search help over here to the last name, okay, go into the change mode and click on this search over here. Give that search help name, click on this OK button, and now you can see that it's giving the proposal. Okay, leave it, just click on this copy button, save it, activate it. Okay, and it will be activated. It got activated. Click on this content, and now if you, where I have assigned, here I have assigned for employee last name, press F4, you will see that the search help 2 tab is coming, right? That means the collective search help I was able to assign properly. For the last name, if I'm going to select this Parik, this is coming perfectly over here. If you have any question, please feel free to ask over here related with search help. Okay, related with search help, if you have any question, please feel free to ask over here, or else I will directly jump to the, yeah, yes, yeah, Sriram, yeah, please tell me. Your voice is not audible.
Sriram.
Yeah, yes,
Hello.
please tell me. Yes, yes.
Uh, What is hotkey? When it will be using hotkey?
Yeah, that I will be talking later. Okay, that hotkey, we are having several option over here. You can see that we are having, uh, go to this attribute, and there you will be having several options: search help, exit, a hotkey. It is like function key. Like if you want to assign something, like just by pressing F2, by default, what we are having the functionality, we are having the F4 functionality. So suppose if you want to assign something different, in that case, it's going to help you there. Let me show you. So that everything we are going to discuss, but here my intention is to complete this particular, uh, training from functional point of view. I don't want to make it lengthy because they get bored and sometimes they feel that. Here the hotkey for going to use for one or two, it's like a shortcut. Okay, it's like a shortcut. If we're going to press that particular key, one or two, you know then that particular elementary search will come into the action. We will see this one. Text table also I will show you. Search help, exit also we'll discuss. This advanced option like proposal search for input help, multi-column field, we are going to discuss, but not now. Okay,
Okay, Pankaj.
again we will come back to this data dictionary chapter, and we are having several advanced things which is important for ABAP. If someone is like full-fledged ABAP is there, for them this lock object, the other, there are many things in database table also, like buffering concept and so many things in technical settings. This size category, what's the meaning of data class, size category, all these things we will be discussing. Once again we'll come back to this data dictionary, or whatever the left things we are having, again we are going to discuss. My agenda here to cover the basic ABAP, which will be very much helpful, and for from the functional point of view. So first I will cover that one, and then again we will come back. Let's go to the program now. So this much knowledge from functional point of view is sufficient. Okay, if they want to learn extra, most welcome, they can continue the class. Okay, fine. Now let's go to some program. I want to create some program. Okay, so Z MB24 demo 1. Click on this create button. So if you have to create some program, you have to come to the transaction AC38. Remember, AC38 is the transaction where we can create the program. Okay, AC38. Program can be also created from the transaction AC80/NSE80. This is the object navigator. From here also you can create the program. In fact, from this transaction you can create any ABAP object, whether it is the package, where it is a program, where it is a function group or function module, class, internet services, WebDynPro component, BSP application. So you can see that there are different type of object we are having. You can create anything from here. That's the beauty of this object navigator. And here navigation is very easy. So from here also you can create the program. Select this program option and click on this button. Sorry, this is the input help. You will get one search option. This is, click on this. It will tell that give the name of the program, actually ZMB, whichever program you want to create, give the name. So ZMB24 demo 1 I want to create. Click on this search button. Once you click over here, it will tell that this does not exist. Do you want to create? Yes, I want to create. And it will ask, do you want to create any top include? I don't want to create any top include at that point of time. Okay, when we'll understand the concept about the include, at then onwards we'll go and see about this top include and all. Click on this OK button, and here you are having so many options. One is the fixed point arithmetic. Okay, if you press the F1, F1 over here, it will tell that what's the meaning of fixed point arithmetic. So fixed point arithmetic means if we're going to add two numbers or three numbers. Okay, so some condition is there. For example, I will just show you over here that if you have, for example, 2.96, okay, and this is a packed data type. Data type is what? Packed data type. We'll discuss what is the packed data type, then it will make more sense that what this fixed point arithmetic is going to tell. So fixed point arithmetic is nothing but just to understand that the normal calculation what we do in day-to-day life. For example, if we're going to add 3.4 plus 1, what it will give? It will give 4.4. Okay, 4.4. But if the 3.4 data type is a packed data type, if 3.4 is the packed data type, in that case this calculation by the SAP is going to calculate differently. This will become 3.5. Okay, this 3.4 plus 1 is going to be have 3.5. The output is going to be I think this decimal will also not come. 35, the result will be 35. 3.4 plus 1 will give you 35, which you will get confused. Okay, so if you are not going to use this fixed point arithmetic, the result will be calculated like this for data type packed, for currency data type, for quantity data type. So such kind of things, it is just you select this one. Okay, so if you want to learn, I don't want to go inside this is not necessary at this point of time. Whoever is willing to learn in deeper, we will see everything, what is the meaning of editor log, start using variant. Okay, we'll be looking into authorization group, everything, but here let's not go into deeper. make it simple. Let's make it simple. Executable program, we must have to select the executable program. There are different types of program. Executable program, include program. We are going to mostly, you know, talk about this executable program, include program, and one is the subroutine pool. Okay, subroutine pool and function group maybe. Other thing we are not going to talk it. Okay, executable program is the mostly here we are going to discuss. And local object, save it. So go here and click on this program. So we are having different program type. All the program type we'll be discussing, but not now. After this first 15 hours, then in the intermediate ABAP and in the advanced ABAP, we are going to discuss that one, the class and all those things. So here we'll be discussing about the program. Okay, the executable program, include program, and then the function group related, and then the subroutine pool related. Okay, going to the change mode, and here, let's first understand about the basics of data type. Okay, so in the data type, if you talk about the data type, the data type is very important. Why the data type is very important? Because data type, if we're going to declare any variable is nothing but a container. It will hold the data. It will hold the data at runtime. When you are going to run your program, it will hold the data at runtime. But what kind of data it will hold, that will be decided by the data type. Okay, so whenever we define any variable, for example, data lv underscore test type car 5, for example, I have given like this. So this lv underscore test is going to hold the data of character length 5. Okay, of character length 5. So data type has been mostly divided into two parts. One is the numeric data type and another is the character data type or non-numeric data type. Okay, so data type, we are having division mostly in two parts. One is the character data type or non-numeric data type. Okay, character data type, and another is the numeric data type. Another is the numeric data type. So let me numeric data type. So in character data type, you will be having C and D T. Just remember, okay, C and D T. C means character, N means numeric character, D means date, and T means time. These four is the frequently used data type under the character data type. Just remember this one. C stands for character, N stands for numeric character, and D stands for date, and T stands for time. Okay, please remember this one. Character data type. Character data type. N stands for numeric character. Numeric character. We'll see what is this numeric character. And this D stands for date data type. Okay, and this T stands for time data type. Okay, suppose if you want to store the time information like 7:19. Okay, 7:19 and seconds, 7:19 and suppose 30 seconds. That information you can store in this time and data type. Okay, in some specific format. Okay, date data type. Year, month, date. It will store the data into year, month, day, like that. Here also, it's going to store the data. This will be storing the data hour, minutes, and then seconds. It is going to store like this. Okay. Now the numeric character. We'll see this numeric character. Okay. One is the numeric character. Why it's giving there? Okay, and this is the character data type, fine. And the numeric data type. Okay, this numeric character and numeric data type is the different. Okay, just don't get confused. This numeric character comes under the character data type only. CNDT, remember, CNDT. Okay, numeric data type. What is this numeric data type? Integer data type, right? Integer data types comes under the numeric data type. Float comes under the numeric data type. P packed comes under the numeric data type. So these are the data type which comes under the numeric data type. So most frequently use this one. There are several data types, but we are going to use mostly this one. Okay, the remaining data type also will be looking further. Okay, but let's focus on this part mostly. CNDT, IFP, integer, float, and packed, frequently used one. So integer is nothing but, we know that in mathematics we have learned like 1, 2, 3, -1, -4, right? -1. So you can write like minus infinity, uh, minus infinity. Of course you cannot store infinity over here because infinity is undefined, right? Here we don't have any key to write the infinity. So here minus infinity to -100, uh, -99, like that it will come, and 0, then +1, and then +2, like that it will come, and it will go up to infinity. Okay, so it can store any kind of data type, this integer data type, but it is having some limitation because our CPU should support, you know, how bigger data it can support. It depends on the registers and the CPU capability, right? So of course you cannot store very large. For that you may require the supercomputer or something like that. Okay, it depends. But in SAP system, we can store very large amount of data type. Okay, very large amount of data type. If you want to see, if you want to get the more information at this point of time only, you can go to the SAP standard documentation, and from there you can find the, you know, the data type. So SAP ABAP data type documentation, you will see lot many data types, but this is the frequently, if you know this much, you know, the reference data type, complex data type, built-in data type, so many data types, this much is not required at this point of time. Let's discuss the important one. Okay, fine. So the flow and the float is nothing but, like, if you want to represent in the scientific notation, for example, you have to represent the 10. How you can represent this 10? You'll have to represent 1 into, you know, uh 1 into 10 to the power what, 1 into 10 to the power 1, 10 to the power 1. So if you want to if you are going to use the float data type, and if you want to print this 10, it will be printing the 10 like this, 1 into 10 to the power 1. Okay, again it will follow the scientific notation. It will put 0.000 up to 16 places, then it will give into, okay, means it will be 1 only, but after point it will give the 16 0. Okay, into 10 to the power 1, and this meaning will be 10 only. Okay, so it will give you the very much, you know, exact value, exact value. If something is there in the decimal notation, you can represent with the help of this float data type. So float data type is nothing but, you know, the float means 1.5, 10.9, 8.6, but this will be represented into this format. Okay, so generally we don't use the float data type. If you have to represent 5.7, 9.8, 10.5, something like that, point is there in between, then we are going to use the packed data type. Okay, so packed data type. So you can represent 5.6 over here, 7.9 over here, like that you can represent. So we are going to use mostly this packed data type. Okay, come over here and let's come into the action. Okay, data type here. Now we'll understand some characteristic of the data type. See, this character data type and the numeric character data type supports the arithmetic operation. Though from the name you can see that it's a character data type, right? So we might be thinking that it will not support the arithmetic operation, but it is not in the case of SAP. Here, if I'm going to give data as LV underscore char1 type, uh, give the num1, okay, no, LV underscore num1 type char5, and then again if we're going to give LV underscore num2 type char4, something like that. And if you want to add it up, okay, and if you want to LV underscore sum type, and suppose addition of this is going to store in char10. So LV underscore num1, here I'm going to define the value, I'm going to give the value 1000, and here I'm going to give the value 2000, okay. And if you want to add both the value, LV underscore sum equals LV underscore num1 plus LV underscore num2, then it will be able to get the result. 1000 plus 2000, how much it will be? It will be 3000, right? It will be able to add, though it's the character data type, okay. Numeric data type, a string data type also here, one of the important CNDT and a string, I just missed it. A string data type is also one of the very popular and very used data type, a string data type. This will also come under the character data type only. A string data type, all this CNDT is having the fixed length. You must have to define the length. It all is having the fixed length, okay. Means how much big the data type you want to keep, that you will have to decide in beginning itself, okay. And if you are having the date, you know, date is always is going to be there of 8 characters, so this is also a fixed, right? This is also fixed, okay. Then we are also having the time. This is also going to be fixed, but the one, this is the string data type, this is not the fixed, this is the having the variable length. This is having the variable length. This is having the variable length. Why we tell the variable length? The reason behind this is you can accommodate any length of data into this. You can accommodate any length of data into this, okay. Some upper limit may be there. I don't remember exactly what is the upper limit, but whatever you are going to store, generally it stores everything. The length is not uh, length is not a limitation over here, okay. Maybe some upper limitation might be, I'm not sure, need to be checked, but here it can yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Pankaj, to interrupt. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
right, I am working on the web front end and generally call the BAPIs. So
Mm-hmm.
when we pass the string from the web applications, it's generally 255 characters, not more than that, in a single line of the table. So is there a limit of
So
255 character, or we can?
no, no. It is having means it is having 255 is very less for the string. So you might be using car 255 over there, okay. So that's why it might be telling, or there might be limitation of 255 characters only, but the string will be having lot many size, maybe 10,000 characters like that. I will check that one, I don't remember at this point of time, but certainly
So
it's more than 255 characters, yeah.
it means in a single row of the table we can store more than 10,000 around character.
Right. Yes, we
Uh,
can store many
thank
data, means it's a variable length. If you want to store RAM here, you will be able to store. If you want to store the paragraph, a lot many. You don't know the size. In that case, also it will store. So it is having the variable length. As per the length,
you.
it's going to text its size. Yeah, please tell me.
Generally we need a long text from the end user in our web applications to store in the table. So that's why I'm
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
that if
So
we
in that
can store more than 10. Yeah.
So, like if it's going to communicate and if it is having the only the 254, maybe from the performance point of view, like whenever we are going to use some large amount of data in interface while communicating with the external world, at that time, due to the performance and all, they restrict the size, okay, up to 254 or
Okay.
something like that. But this string is uh, obviously it's not having the limitation of 254 characters. It can be a lot many, this string. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
I will
Thank you.
check exactly, and I will let you know in tomorrow class. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. Here you can see that LV underscore sum. I want to just add this one, and I want to display how to display the output in this ABAP. This is declaration, how we declare generally. If we have to declare some variable, we declare like this. We first give the data, then after we give the variable name, then we tell what should be the type of this variable, okay, and name of the data type. The data type is the C. You can see that character data type. Okay, character data type. But here we have to use, here I'm using the data element. Okay, so let me make it simple. Later I will use this char 5 and char 4. I just told you that CNDT is the data element. Okay, I just told you that CNDT. So I'm just giving C over here, C over here, but you have to specify the length of this char. So you can specify the length over here. How much is the length here? I have given 4, so you can give the 4 over here. Okay, if you don't specify the length, by default its length will be 1. Okay, so it will not store 1000 completely, because by default its length will be 1. How it will be stored 1000? It is of 4 characters. You can see over here, it is of 4 characters. How it will be storing? It will not store. So by default will be 1. If you want to increase its size, you can give the 4 over here, because it's a 4, so I'm going to give 4. And I'm not giving 5 over here. Why? Unnecessarily I don't want to waste the memory. Okay, because it's 4 is sufficient to hold this particular length, so I'm giving the 4 over here. And now for this 2000 also I can give the 4. And here also char 10, I don't want to give this char 10. What we have discussed, type C, that if I'm going to add 1000 plus 2000, it will give 3000. That means if I'm going to give the 4 length, this is sufficient to store the data. Okay, now this is the character data type, so better if I can give. However, this should also work. There should not be any problem. Let me check the syntax. You can see that there is no problem. What actually I'm trying to tell, that if it is a character data type, generally we put into the single quote. That's what I'm trying to tell. But if I'm not giving the single quote, internally system is interpreting this value as a character. Okay, typecasting. Internally it's type. Currently I'm giving into the integer format. This value is the integer format. If you want to convert into the character data type, you must have to include in between the quotes, single quotes. You can see that now it is a proper character. It's a proper character data type. Okay, it's a proper character data type. Now check the syntax and activate this one, and I'm adding this one. And if you, and in this report itself, I will start keep on teaching the debugging, and there will be some dedicated session for debugging. But when we are developing this report, at this point of time only, I will be teaching, I will be introducing about the debugging, how to put the breakpoint and all. Okay, so you will get more exposure towards the debugging, right? So write lv underscore sum. Okay, so if you want to display the data type on the console, on the output screen, okay, there are different name. Okay, so then we'll have to use this write statement. For displaying the output, we'll have to use this write statement. Activate this one. It is now activated. Press F8 and you can see that it's showing the output 3000, right? So this was the expected output, 1000 and 2000, 3000. If you remove the quotes also, but just remember it's a good practice to give inside the quote if you are using the character data type. Just remember it's important, okay? But here it will not give you any error. Internally it will convert. System is performing the smart data conversion, it's taking wisely, it's working over here. System is wisely working over here. So if you run, you can see there now also it's giving the 3000. Okay, fine. So what actually I wanted to show you, that character data type also perform the arithmetic operation. Arithmetic operation means plus, minus, multiplication, division. These all are the arithmetic operation. It supports the arithmetic operation. This character data type, whatever the character data type we have discussed, this C and N, D and T, forget about this. This does not support, but C and N, numeric data type and character data type, this will support. And the here this, it will obviously support because this is the numeric data type. Okay, this all will support the arithmetic operation, the mathematical operation. This will be supported by this numeric data type. And here from the character data type also, by first two, the arithmetic operation is going to be supported. Okay, activate this one. It is now activated. Now I will just come over here and I will tell you some, so this is one way of representation. This is one way of defining what I'm using the elementary data type over here and I'm giving the length. Another way what you have, that using the data element also you can define. Okay, using the data element also you can define. So the same thing I want to define with the help of a data element. Okay, using the elementary data type. So this what we are talking about, this is the actually inbuilt data type or elementary data type. Okay, elementary data type or inbuilt data type means these are the basic data type. These are the basic data type, inbuilt data type. So based upon this data type, you can create your own data type. Means you can create another data type in form of data element. Okay, you can create here using the elementary data type or using the inbuilt data type. I have defined this one. Okay, I want to define the same thing using the data element. I want to define the same thing using the data element. Okay, now go to the SE11 once again, /so SE11, and if you go and check for a data type, I'm looking for a data element which is having the length 4 and data type C. Okay, I'm looking for a data element which is having length 4 and data type C. So come over here, click on this F4, and I'm looking for a data element. So using data element also we can define a a variable. We can define a variable. So data element here, the description and field level. I don't know the data element. I'm looking for a data element which is having the data type what? Character data type C. So whatever the C is there, whatever we are telling the C over here, at the data dictionary level it becomes character, CHAR. Here name will be different, CHAR. So this is your data dictionary here, SE11. So this is data dictionary. Whatever the C at the program in SE38, whatever the C character in SE38 is there, the same becomes char over here. This char is mapped with the C. Char at SE11, the char at SE11, char at SE11 is mapped with C in AC38. Okay, just remember some basic stuff. Okay, similarly, int in AC11 is mapped here with I. Okay, so all it will be, it's very easy to understand from here. Okay, this is some posting period YYMM. Just leave that one. This data type I have never used this one. The frequently used one, let's go and check. This character data type, same C. This is the client data type. This is the currency key data type. This is the currency data type. Here decimal float. So here you are having the decimal data type. Here you can see the int1, int2, int4, int8. Okay, so these all are the same as I, but the length is only is going to be different. The storage capacity is going to be different over here. That's the only difference, but these all are the integer data type. Okay, these all are the, here the numeric character, this one, the numeric character or numeric text. So these are this int, numeric character, currency, quantity. These are the data type. This string is going to be used widely. 99% of time these are going to be used in the custom development. Okay, so now data type I'm searching for this char. A length, how much? I'm looking for the 4 length. All right, 4 length I will require to accommodate this particular 1000. So for that I'm looking, and for that I'm looking for the data element. So come over here in this data dictionary once again. Here actually I have opened here, and char here I have given a 4, here I have given the length. Okay, and I will click on this OK button and will try to find if I get some data element is having careful. This all data element is nothing but is having char 4. These all are having the char 4. It is having the attribute of char 4. You can see that these all are the data element. You can reuse any one of these, but the problem what will happen, their description is different. Only that is the problem. Otherwise nothing is going to be any problem, because these all are char 4 only their description they have kept it differently, and this description is having its own significance. Okay, that's why they have created a different data element and they have put the different description they have created, so that they can use in a different context, but the technically all these are same. All this data element technically with respect to data type and length, it is same. It may have the different meaning, like you can see that field label, it can have the different characteristics. Some data element should have the search help, some should have the parameter, by directional options it is showing. Okay, so it all depends, but everyone is going to have char 4. Okay, everyone is going to have the char 4. So you can choose anything, but we generally don't choose such kind of lengthy data type. We don't require. We have a data element, very nice data element, very simple char 4. We will be using this one in our report if it is required. It will just tell you that character is it's a type C and length 4. If you click on this display button, you can see that this is also a data element. There also it will be showing somewhere, but because the large list it was there, I was not able to find it over there, and we didn't search also. But this will be coming also over there. And here you can see it's a flat, means it's a very simple char 4. That's it. I don't require any further characteristic, all this search help and all, right? Field label also I don't require. Simply I require a data type. So this is for my purpose, it's going to be suitable. Okay, so here you can see that instead of doing writing like this, you can also write like this. You can also write like this. Remove this 4 from here. Length is not necessary to define now, because in char for itself, char for, so data element also you can give, and from the data element it will take the length property. How much length property is there? 4 is the length property, so it will take from there the 4 length property. Okay, so this is also correct. This way is also correct or defining, because already I have defined over here the same data variable, so it is telling that it's already declared. So if you comment this one, how to comment? Control and less than arrow. Okay, select this one, you will have to select this one and control and less than arrow. If you give, automatically that a star and a star will be there in beginning. That means you have commented this one. Or if you don't remember control left arrow, what you can do, that select this one and just right click and see if any option is there. Okay, you should have some option over here, format and control comment outlines. Okay, so this is control plus this comma. So comma is nothing but like less than, in the keyboard when you are wherever you are having the less than symbol, if you're going to press, actually that is nothing but a comma. Okay, that is nothing but comma. So control plus comma actually we are going to press, and control plus dot to one comment. Okay, so just you have to select and control, and the key which is having the less than sign you will have to press. So control plus comma actually this is, but generally we tell control plus less than. Okay, so that's why I have told you. Fine, so check the syntax now, and you can see that this time there is no problem and it's working fine. So this way also is the correct one. Activate this one, activate this one, and then press effect. Okay, so it's not showing output because the right statement also I have commented, that's why it is not showing the output. Activate it and press F8. Some error is there, let me correct the error. What is the error? It's telling the lv underscore sum is unknown. Okay, it's telling that I have not defined this lv underscore sum. So lv underscore sum, this also by mistake I have commented. Let me uncomment this. I have uncommented. Check the syntax, activate this one. It is now activated and press F8. And this is also showing the same output. Okay, so this is how you can define the data type. This is how you can define the data type. So other data type also you can define in the same way as we have discussed. Okay, for example, if you want to define the integer data type, okay, so data lv underscore integer data type, type int1. If you have, suppose, a less amount of data, if you want to display up to 256, it can store the maximum value, I think 255, not more than that. If you are going to store it value to 55, till here it's fine, but more than that for integer one. Okay, check the syntax, if some problem is there it will give you there. So till 255 it's working fine. 256, let's go and check. Okay, this is also working fine. So up to 256 also it's working fine, but it is having some limitation. That limitation we can check it out. How to check? Here also by writing some code we can check this one. So lv underscore int1, let me write like this, write lv underscore int1, we can give, check the syntax, data, sorry, int only, lv underscore int, this is the integer, this is the variable name. Okay, just I have kept the variable name like this. Check the syntax, activate this one, activate this one, and some error is there, overflow during, you can see that overflow during the arithmetic operation type P in program this. Okay, so what actually it is telling, it's giving you the error when you are having this 256. Let me comment all these things, so it will be 100% certain that this is due to that only. Okay, so other things I have just commented, and only these two line of code we have, you can see that it's giving you the error. But if you keep it 254. Okay, it should not give the error. Check the syntax now. Syntax is fine. Activate this one, and you can see that it is now activated. So integer one data type can have maximum 254 or 255. Let me check with 255. I think 255 is the maximum. Okay, and 255 got activated, but we were given 256. It is not accepting. It's telling that overflow issue, right? The integer 1 can have maximum 255 only, 2 to the power 8. Okay, it is having 8-bit, it is having 8-bit capacity. So 2 to the power 8 minus 1 bit is storing for what? 1 bit is storing for sign, plus or minus. Okay, int 2, if you want to store this 256, you will have to use int 2. Okay, so this will store up to 16 bits. This will store up to 16 bits. Similarly, if you want to store more than 16 bits, that means the maximum how much you are going to have, 2 to the power 16. Okay, and divided by 2. So total divided by 2, this much maximum. Earlier we are having 255. So how it was, 2 to the power 8 and divided by 2. Okay, so 2 to the power 8, how much it will, just to calculate. So and divided by 2, so it will give you what, 2 to the power 7, right? 2 to the power 7. So 2 to the power 7, how much 2 to the power 7? I think it will be 256 only, and minus 1 is to store the what, 1 is to store the negative or positive sign. It will come 255. You can just calculate it. Okay, so like that this calculation happens, but we don't have to go inside this, all this calculation, it is not required. Just if it is giving some error, just increase the size over here from 1 to 2, 2 to 3. In case of 2 it's giving the error, just increase to 3. In case of 3 it's giving the error, maximum you can use up to 4. This is very large data type. Okay, maximum you can use till int 4. Okay, if you want to try check if some int 5 is there or not, you can just check, and let me check with this. Okay, you can see that int 5 is unknown, so maximum you can use up to int 4. Control F2. So if some problem is there, SAP will help you to identify, just you should know the basic things. Okay, fine. So activate this one, and it is now activated. Okay, so int 1 also you can like define like this. Packed data type we generally use like this. We generally declare like this: p decimals 5. So for example, I have to store data type 2.6785. Okay, so I require this data type. Integer will not hold this kind of data type. If you are going to assign, it will not understand this 0.6785. Okay, integer data type, it will either take its value either 2 or 3. It will take the upper value or lower value. It will convert into the integer. If we're going to use this integer data type, you can do this experiment yourself, you will understand so many things. Okay, but here suppose if you want to store the packed data type, then means if you want to store this kind of data type 2.6785 something like that, or 10.97, you will have to use the packed data type. So here lv underscore, I'm going to give the name of the data type lv underscore packed. This name can be anything. Lv underscore test also I can give anything. This name can be anything. Okay, lv underscore test, lv underscore ram syam ghanshyam, anything. Just I'm supposed to give some valid name. I'm supposed to give some valid name. Why I'm giving this pack, because this is the pack data type I'm showing, so I have just given over here anything that name can be. The important part is this type. This type is the important one. If you want to give the value here directly, you can give like this the value over here, or after declaring this, you can give the value lv underscore int equal to 254, or whatever value you want to assign, you can assign like this. Okay, you can at the time of declaration also you can give the value like this by giving the value. Just I was doing like this, so here I have done, right? Or first you assign with the help of this much, and then you assign this lv underscore num1 with 1000, like how I have done over here. First I have defined it with the help of here till here lv underscore int type int4, and then I'm assigning. So this also we can do. This is also correct. So here I have defined lv underscore pack type p decimal 5, and if you want to give the value directly over here, you can use the value keyword and you can assign, or else you can using the assignment operator, you can assign this lv underscore packed equal to this value, and this is the packed data type. You can put it inside this. Okay, you can put inside this value, and if you want to display this one, you if you want to display, you will have to use the write statement. So if you want to print something, you must have to use the write statement. Okay, activate this one, activate this one. You can see that it got activated, right? Press F8. 2.67850, right? Why this 0 is coming? Because I have used the decimal 5, means up to from the decimal, after the decimal 5 we can put, because only 4 is there, so automatically system is putting one extra 0. With this we are going to stop our session. Already we are exceeding the time. Yes, we are exceeding the time. Okay, so you might have some another work, or you have planned some another works. So let's stop it over here. We'll meet tomorrow and we'll learn this basics of report, which is going to help you a lot. This basics of report is important. If you understand this basics of report, this data type, the work area, internal table, the basic open SQL, you know, your means it's going to help you a lot. It becomes so much easy. These are the basics is mostly important. Okay, fine, then let's stop over here. If you have any question, please feel free to ask over here from this data type. Okay, tomorrow we'll learn about the work area and internal table. Okay, any question over here, any doubt? Jyoti, you have any question? Yeah, so all this video session we are having on the YouTube, I'm posting. Okay, so just you share your are you there in the, yeah, for reference, this first 15 hours of class we are having over there on the YouTube. Okay, in this first 15 hours we are going to cover the basics of the ABAP, or the ABAP from functional consultant point of view. Okay, if this much ABAP they are going to know, it's going to help them a lot. And if you want to continue further, you know, you can continue, and after that I will be putting the videos in the Google Drive, and I will be sharing the link for that Google Drive. But for the first 15 class, you don't have to worry. It will be there in the YouTube. I will be sharing the link. Okay, okay, so the question over here, uh, if you use C instead of N, what happened? Okay, fine. So if you see here, if you see over here that where I have not used N over here, right? If you want to use the N, then also it will produce you the same, same result. Okay. Then also it will produce you the same result. Only in the result representation you will see some little difference. Okay. So that we will discuss tomorrow, because today it is not possible now. Okay, today it will not be possible. I have another session that I'll have to attend. So tomorrow I will let you know if we're going to use the N over here, how you will be, the result is not going to be differ, only the presentation is going to be differ, and this type N we use in some specific scenario. So tomorrow we will see that one. no problem, tomorrow we'll see that. Okay. And regarding the fee structure and all, please ping me personally. I will let you know over there. Okay. Or if you are there in the WhatsApp group, from there you can get my number, or here I'm just pinging my number. Please note it down my number. And if you have any query regarding anything fee and all, personally, please ping me. I will reply you over there. But for first 15 hours, you don't have to pay anything. Okay, it's completely free. If you want to continue ahead, if you want to learn ABAP in deeper inside, that will be around 80 hours of course, 75 plus hours of course will be there. Then you will have to pay. Okay, fine. Then let's stop over here. Thank you very much for attending this session, and let's meet tomorrow at the same time, 6:45. Bye bye. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye.